I'm going to go outside. I'm going to fart and chance it and see what happens. Hey Blankers, welcome to Season 4 of Not 40 Just Blank. This time around we're going to tackle a different subject matter each podcast. We'll jump from theme tunes to chocolate, from kids' TV shows to Eurovision, politics to exercise and everything in between. We'll cast our eyes over it all, musing about films and music associated to the topic in hand, as well as bringing our own unique way of analysing the subject. It's likely to be pretty weird. Plus, there'll still be all the stuff you know and love, weird news, Jim versus Phil versus Dell, and your letters and emails. We can guarantee you a lot of laughs, so sit back and enjoy, as Not 40 Just Blank does. Hello and welcome, dear Blankers, to our latest episode in the series in which we're taking a deep dive into a particular subject. This is Not 40 Just Blank Does Boxing. So it's a big welcome to these two absolute knockouts. It's Rich and Phil. Hello, beauties.
Hello.
Ding dong.
Ding, ding.
Ding, ding.
Are we
Ding dong,
ready?
that's,
Ding. You went Leslie Phillips, didn't you, for
Phillips,
a moment?
yeah, that's a
Not
different
as
sort of-
big in boxing as I remember, but
Or Christmassy. Ding dong molly.
That is very true, mate. Yeah.
save that for the good stuff. That'll be
Is-
the bonus episode in
Leslie
December.
Phillips is a different pounding in the ring, was it? Or was he?
I believe that was Freddie Mercury,
oh,
wasn't
he could be. Yeah.
There's a variety of
I'd love to see
Xboxes
them
out
two
there.
fight for the
Freddie Mercury and Leslie Phillips.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, like you
sick.
could. What was the MTV thing they used to do years ago?
Celebrity Death Match.
Grudge match, or death match. Yeah.
In the claymation
Man,
stuff.
there's
Yeah.
got to be some great, like Alan Carr versus I don't know who's like the rival on the other
Ryland.
side.
Oh, yeah. Alan Carr versus Ryland would be good.
That'd be a lot of teeth, though.
There would be.
It's
Yeah.
just all teeth.
The battle of Nashers in Nashville. Oh, the teeth. Yeah.
It sounds like a boxing thing, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
The
Oh,
Nashers
mate.
of Nashville.
Yeah,
Like the
well,
Rumble in the
teeth.
Jungle.
Teeth from, yeah. Oh, mate,
Teeth
it's
from
gotta
the
be-
East.
Teeth from the East, yeah.
But yeah, so it leads us nicely onto our little topic of the evening. Boxing, gentlemen. Boxing.
Boxing.
Universal sport, beloved by all, except my missus, who thinks it's bloodthirsty and vicious. And I don't
brutal.
like it. Why do you watch it?
Wow, yeah. But it keeps a lot of boys and girls off the streets.
It does in bloody deed. But yeah, how have you been, first of all, gentlemen? Are we well? I am almost well.
Yeah, you're a
There
bit
may
dodgy, aren't you?
be.
You're a bit dodgy.
I'm a little bit dodgy of gut, so there's
Yeah.
quite possible that there may be a quiet period where I stop talking and you two have to just
to do- wow.
very much,
That's pressure.
go into battle.
A massive bum explosion. Yeah.
There could be some off-air nonsense going
If
on.
you just hear a roar of laughter, we know what's happened.
Yeah.
See, if you was an actual boxer, mate, you'd probably welcome it because, like, if you was making weight,
Well, maybe that's what it is subconsciously. Maybe
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. I've been
You had
shitting
to-
myself
you had
because
to
I'm trying to
make
make
weight
weight
for
for
the
this podcast. Yeah. Have I lost enough? Definitely
No.
not.
Did Barry
do I want to
weigh
lose
you?
any more? No, I do not.
did Barry weigh you in your pants before you?
I took everything off just to try and
Okay,
get
there you
that
go.
extra ounce, and it worked. I'm finally here, and I'm ready for the title shot.
yeah. I
Are
think
you ready, Del?
Well, yeah.
I mean, I'm
so.
thinking that you're more our boxing aficionado, so
Oh, okay,
we might
cheers,
be
mate.
leaning heavily on you on this one.
Yeah, no, I'll do my best, mate. Yeah, I do love a box.
A box
and
or
ring,
two.
And a
He loves a box and a ring.
ring, yeah. And
He just loves getting engaged.
oh, I love it, yeah.
But yeah, let me tell you a couple of things, and then we'll crack on with the nonsense, shall we? So boxing dates back, I found out in my research, to ancient Greece in 688 BC,
Oh, okay.
when it was included in the ancient Olympic Games.
Really? Oh, okay.
So that's the first kind of proper authorised, if you like,
Yes.
version of boxing. But there's evidence of wall paintings in Ethiopia from 6000 BC. So it turns out, from the year dot,
been-
basically humankind
Yeah.
just love kicking the
People-
shit out of
yeah.
each other, don't they? It's fairly tribal, isn't it, I suppose?
And is that when it first really become for entertainment purposes?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't really know what they were actually painting, do you? Whether that was battles or
Yeah, of
wars or
course.
what. But everyone loves kicking the shit out of each other, don't they?
Yeah.
Imagine I just did a really detailed Muhammad Ali.
They were actually lacing gloves up. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, that really is intricate for a wall painting. But yeah, that is my little research. It went modern from 1867 with the old Marquess of Queensberry
Oh, okay.
putting the
That's
rules in.
Queen's
Because
rules.
before then, you could have a 20-stone giant
Yeah.
hitting a 3.5 stone little
Oh,
weakling
is this when
stuff.
the weights?
So they brought in weight categories and like proper ring and judges and rounds. Because before it was like just hammer the shit out of each other for hour after hour.
Was it bare knuckle as well? Was it not
bare
leather?
knuckle?
Okay.
You had things where it was like, I think you basically just took you took turns, but you couldn't flinch, you couldn't move. You just hit each other in the face.
It's a bit like that
And then the
slapping
next one-
competition
Yeah,
you see.
exactly
where
that now. Yeah, it's just
they
like,
slap each other.
and now you hit me. Oh, that's very polite.
I still love seeing like old bits, and they use it in comedy sometimes with the Queensbury Royal, where the the guard
put them up, you.
Put
I
'em up,
say,
yeah.
I say, I'm going to absolutely take you on and give you a thrashing. Yeah, I know the one you mean.
sort of like that. That was
The hopping
That was
dandy
like the
kind of
go-to stance.
Feels
wasn't
like a
it?
Harry Enfieldy kind of thing, doesn't it? It's
Yeah,
like,
exactly,
I say,
yeah.
Mr. Chumley Warner, he's going to give him an absolute beating, isn't he?
It would be, yeah. It's just imagine like one of them guys now fighting sort of.
It's just insane, though, isn't it? Yeah, just like Muhammad Ali taking on Ricky Hatton type
Ricky
thing.
Hatton,
It's like,
yeah.
that's all seems
Yeah,
totally by
it's
the
all
book.
good.
That seems fine. What's the worst that can happen?
There's a bit of trivia that I forgot about the ring as well, but it's going to be absolutely useless. So I was hoping I might jog your memory. I might jog your memory.
Interesting.
But it's to do with the square ring, and it was obviously.
I suppose because it was round before, because it was actually.
A ring is circular, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember why they decided to
Make it square,
yeah.
so then you can have corners
Your
to
ring is
retreat to.
star
possibly.
shaped, though, isn't it?
We're going to find out
Yeah,
later. That's the hope for the episodes.
It
We're all
is.
going to look at Dell's special.
It
ring.
needs resuscitating.
Well, you don't want to go near mine, gentlemen. That is a faux
yeah.
show.
Wow.
So we mentioned that there's this weird.
Willy Wonka's chocolate waterfall.
It's an absolute disgrace. If Augustus Gloop's brave enough,
Oh, mate,
he's welcome there, but he's not going back for seconds. Poor
You get
little
stuck up your
poor
arsehole.
little-
You got a fat
It's-
German kid hanging out at the end of
It's
your
more. He's more getting forced out of it.
arm.
Rather
Are you in
than
the
going
office
up it.
tomorrow, mate?
I hope not.
Oh, okay.
I do hope not.
What, because you got a German kid up your arsehole?
Mainly because I've got a 14-year-old boy lodged up my rectum.
For the sake of his staff members. I hope not.
Yeah, that.
That and I haven't got trousers that fit anymore.
Yeah, go.
Having to get all the arses cut out of them. Like arseless chaps just walking down the road. It's a hell of a look getting on the train. I do always get a seat though.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a great, yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, first class and first arse.
Always
first class arse.
I have a first class arse. Thank you, Joe. That's very kind.
Top trumps any.
It just should be left alone for at least a week. It should be quarantined for a while. What else can I tell you before you start talking about my buttocks? Here we go. The weirdest fight that I could find. I went through like odds and sods and sort of you've got the rumbles in the jungles and the proper fights that we all know about. Did you ever hear about the 1949 match between Gus Waldorf and a bear?
I have heard about
Have you heard about this? So he fought a fucking grizzly bear in a boxing match to the point that they put gloves and a muzzle on the bear just so he didn't have an advantage. And then he boxed it. And the bear won, and they gave it a belt.
Oh, wow.
I love the 40s. It was fucking mental, wasn't it? There's a lot of opium
Did he
at
get
that point.
to, did he get to, was it not retain it? Did he get to defend the belt?
Maybe there was an instant rematch clause. Who
Rematch,
knows?
sort of, yeah, going in. Yeah, could
A
be.
lot of rematch clause.
Always a rematch clause.
So he throws off the gloves and just tears it.
I'd love to see the footage of that fight. There must be some footage.
Yeah, but they carried on doing it up to. I know they did it in the 70s because there's a guy.
Really? Yes.
Yeah, the guy they based Rocky on. So Rocky was based on a guy. Oh, was it Chuck something?
Chuck, yeah.
Chuck fuck.
Up, Chuck.
Chuck motherfucker. I almost said Chuck Liddell, but that's UFC. But no, he basically he fought a bear. So basically,
in the
yeah,
70s.
yeah. So.
I mean, it feels like that's
Chuck
quite
Wepner,
recent, but actually
his
that's
name-
50 years ago, isn't it? It's still quite.
Oh
mental.
yeah. Chuck Wepner, he fought the bear, but he fought Muhammad Ali, and he knocked him down. But
Shit.
if you look closely, it's almost. I think he punches him, but he almost like trips up his leg.
Oh, okay.
But it's still.
He
but it
helps
makes
him
the
on his
story,
way, but-
apparently Stallone was in the audience that night.
And that's what inspired him.
Yeah, there's another thing. There's a couple of things that he inspired. If you really look at what Stallone's done throughout the whole years, like a lot of it's to do with Muhammad Ali, because again, Muhammad Ali fought a wrestler. So
okay, so that's the hot lips thing.
so there's a lot of things and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
you
I
could
think
say,
he
what's
used
his name? Mr. T is kind of based on
yeah,
Muhammad Ali.
yeah, of course, yeah, the sucker,
Oh, what with the kind of
And a bit of it Creed is as well.
Creed is massively, yeah. So it's all
Like that.
I have a feeling, Rocky might well come back at several points
Oh, yeah,
during
of
this.
course.
It's undoubtedly, isn't it?
But the animal thing was big as well because a lot of people used to fight kangaroos as well because kangaroos are well-known boxers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Again, they put fucking gloves on these things.
I love that.
And but I think in Australia they used to have proper kangaroo boxing matches. Again,
What, kangaroo against kangaroo?
But they do have guys against kangaroos, and they would get fucked up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they're not. It's not.
They're not messing around, are they?
There's a clip on like I don't know Facebook something where the kangaroo's got his dog in a headlock
and he runs over.
and he runs over to save it, just punches a kangaroo in the face,
And the kangaroo looks shocked.
He looks so stands up, he pulls his shoulders on, and the bloke just licks it.
So just enough to scare the kangaroo.
Yeah.
He sort of stands again. What the fuck's this guy? He just punched me in the
It's
face.
hilarious, isn't it?
I remember that one.
Have you seen their chests though? Kate?
Yeah, they're like
That's
proper
what
six packs and
That's
shit.
what he
aren't they?
does. He hits him and then he just
He
does
beats
that.
up, yeah.
He looks massive. He's just like, bloody hell.
I mean, literally, you're not going to run up to something that's got no. The
Well,
top
unless
half's
you do
not the
maybe a
strong
chest
bit. It's
rub.
like the legs that are the strong bit, aren't they?
Yeah, but
it's like I'm not going near it.
could do a chest rub. Of the kangaroo,
oil it up.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. But it always reminds me of that episode of Mighty Boosh. Do you remember?
Yeah. I think it's the first one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Monsoon Moon, and he
fights the
takes
kangaroo.
on the kangaroo in the zoo. I forgot about that.
I forgot, but how does he end up beating it? Doesn't he smack its balls or something? I can't remember what he does. Monsoon.
I think he does actually. Yeah, I think you're right.
It's like that.
That deserves another watch.
There's
doesn't
another
it?
guy who's training. His whole face is made out of fists or knuckles.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
It's ridiculous, yeah. And the guy has got a really long arm as well, isn't he?
That's right. He punches him through a couple of windows or something. It's like Mr. Tickle kind of thing.
Yeah,
isn't
I think it's like, I always get my man.
That's it. That's a right at the end shot, isn't it?
Yeah, so, mate. So,
That's ridiculous, isn't it? I
yeah,
love that
again, boxing's linked with a lot of comedy as well. There's the
It's kind of rife
yeah.
for it, isn't it? Because it is ultimately mad, isn't it? Because it's just that whole, who are we going to take on now? Just you could go any which way with it, couldn't
I
you?
think I remember, like, as a kid when Rising Damp was on, I remember, like, Rigsby donning the boxing gloves against...
But probably like in porridge and shit.
Yeah,
because they're always there.
Yeah,
just like in
yeah, well, I think
ill-fitted
it was
like, vests
porridge,
and stuff,
actually.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, because God has to go down, doesn't he? Because
Yes.
the two evil guys in the different wings of the prison have both rigged the fight. And it's like, either way, we're screwed.
Generally, yeah. No, it's always sort of like that. And some films as well. There's loads of films. Like, as in, not obviously the films we get onto, but comedy films.
Yeah, very much so. It's a rich vein of form.
Would you say it's the ultimate? It's got to be the ultimate sport for film, isn't it?
It's
I mean,
kind of like
for some reason it
under the
works,
organ.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
It always works, doesn't it? You'll have a big bully that needs bringing down to size, and
Something about it, isn't there? It's the ultimate sport
yeah,
for film or TV.
yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I think it's probably the most successful sports.
Genre-wise, it must
Genre-wise
be
in
easy as
film,
well, mustn't
yeah.
it? Because really, ultimately, you just need two actors and a
Yeah, I don't think there's
For
as
a
many
ref type thing.
figure skating films that have like
not
made-
huge,
No,
not huge. No, you're right. Blades of Glory, and that's
Yeah.
about.
I, Tony.
I Tonya.
Antonio, is it Tony?
I don't.
Oh, Tony.
You've not seen that one?
He's a lovely fella, though, isn't he?
Tony Bellew.
I was thinking Tony from
Take-
Bullseye.
Take the skates
yeah.
on.
He's died recently, didn't he?
Is he really?
Bullseye.
Oh no, really?
Oh,
Oh, mate.
come and see what you could have won.
I'm sure he died recently.
Oh no, wow.
Oh, that's a shame.
Was it just natural, or was he like shot? Or
I believe a
What's his name?
14-year-old German boy, Tony Green.
Tony Green?
Tony Green.
Yeah.
Listen to Tony. Settle in, lads. Settle in.
Imagine.
Well, 4th of March.
Oh, well, in that case, this
okay,
episode
bless.
is dedicated,
Yeah, dedicated
to
to, yeah.
Tony Green
Yeah.
of Bullseye fame.
Who hasn't been?
Which will
shot?
mean nothing to our American listeners, but
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Tony Green,
Or boxing
absolute
fans.
legends. All boxing fans. Basically, just to us three. really.
Although American listeners, if you want to cringe at a program, check out Bullseye.
Oh, do check out Bullseye.
it's
It's
classic.
from the
It's-
80s.
It-
70s, 80s.
I don't know what you make of it.
It's
I
phenomenal.
don't
Have you seen
know
the clip? It's
I
very
really
much
don't.
off topic, but have you seen the clip going around at the minute? So they've dug out a few bits. It's like, we two ladies that are being interviewed,
Yeah.
and it's like, and you've done something for your football club, haven't you? Yes, we had a sponsored Slim. And he went, and how much do you owe?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, Jesus,
Yeah,
fucking nerve,
he
Jim.
really hits the women hard, doesn't
Yeah,
he? Like,
yeah,
the
verbally.
With the weight,
verbally,
yeah.
we have to. But yeah, it's like, how much do you owe? Fucking hell, her face just
Yeah,
drops. Like, oh, you twats. He suddenly goes, oh, I think I might have gone too far there. I'm only joking, I'm only joking. Fucking brilliant. So offensive. Love it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but
right.
even though Tony was a bit patronising, wasn't he? in the. Oh, gee, go on,
Go on. Yeah. All the best.
One dart at a time.
As opposed to, I'm going to chuck all three, and I.
Go on, if you give me the dart, love, I'll place it in the board for you.
Can you throw it that far? Oh, you behave yourself. In
Do you want to get your husband up here?
I'm going to take back the dedication to Tony Green. He was a sexist bastard, wasn't he?
He was.
All right, let's get back to the topic in hand and off the darts and back to boxing. So I've got a few things. Do you know the longest match ever in boxing?
Yes, it's about 10 hours.
Is it it's not like the Jack Johnson one.
It was from...
No, it was 7 hours and 9 minutes or something.
That's 7 hours 19 minutes from 1893. And after all that, do you know the result?
It was a draw.
It was a fucking draw.
Really?
Can you imagine it's like, go again. Oh, come
Because
on,
it was,
really?
like you said, it was fight until someone, but no one did.
No one basically.
So the referee just
there was
stops
no
it.
until the rules came in.
Yeah.
It was like we don't get a result. We fight until there's someone gives up.
It was 110 rounds.
Oh man, what's the brain scan
insane.
CT?
Can you imagine?
Okay.
Just
The one
nothing left.
imagine that for 7 hours getting
Nothing
pummeled in
left,
there.
is there? Just, it's one fixed mass of jelly inside the skull.
I don't even know. They wouldn't have had gum shields as well, would they?
I wouldn't have thought so. I mean, like even the gloves were like mittens, but with a little bit of padding type thing, weren't they? They only went to leather a bit.
It was
just so the knuckles would have been bloody messes.
Oh, yeah, big time. Yeah,
because they showed Usyk's hands, didn't they, after the fight just recently against Fury, and his hand is just a mess, like the knuckles and the amount of strapping they have on now.
Yeah,
and the gloves.
Of course,
they're lighter gloves, obviously, for the fight than they are for training, but
still.
There's enough padding there, but their knuckles are fucked.
Yeah.
Imagine that 110 rounds of bit of straw protecting your fingers.
Yeah, it's like,
hit him again. I don't wanna. I want to give up. No, you keep going.
It was like Joe Kawasaki. His hands were so fucked in the end that he almost used to do little slap punches with the inside of the gloves.
Yeah, he did.
So because when he started, he was a bit more of a banger, but he used to slap with the inside of the gloves. So it kind of, I don't know if that's actually legal.
It's probably an illegal punch, isn't it? Really,
he does that a lot, doesn't he?
Disguise it,
but he disguised it.
I suppose it's just to get more points on the ball, doesn't it? It actually counts as a hit, I suppose. I don't think it was probably going to do much damage, but it was just more of a...
I think Ali and Fury does it a bit as well.
None of them particularly clean. After a while, they just start. As long as I'm hitting the heads, I'm scoring points.
Yeah, it's not really like a it is a gentleman's sport in a way, but it's not really like you're going to go, I'm referee.
I say, I don't think that was an actual legal punch, was it? It's like, just keep hitting.
Yeah, right. Oh no, but it's. I was going to say to you boys, what was your like first boxing memories?
So I was never mad keen on boxing growing up.
Probably not Eubank and Ben, or probably McGuigan,
Bruno, something like that.
Yeah,
Bruno.
McGuigan. It would have been mid to late 80s, I suppose. Yeah, it would have been Bruno, Tyson, McGuigan.
I remember
Ben and
87, 88, maybe somewhere around that. I think what I do remember.
Ben Eubank.
Who won? It was the Olympics for me, 88, I think, when who's the Canadian that fought for us? Lennox Lewis won.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I remember that one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was. Because that was big controversy.
Yeah. You sort of just get a bit more aware that it might not be 100% by the book type thing. But things like that. I always seem to remember down the snooker club nights when there was always like Eubank against Ben and a lot of that sort of thing.
I know it's a weird one, boxing, because when you get a decent fight, it's like it's like pure entertainment. You can't beat it. But when you get a stinker,
it's an absolute. It's like 36 minutes of drudgery, isn't it?
It can be, which doesn't seem to kind of make sense sometimes, does it? You think, well, they're trying to punch each other's heads.
It's not even
all adrenaline, but
it's not even when it goes the distance, though, is it? It's all this build up. We've got about 5 crappy fights before it. Yeah, all this build up. It's
especially
about 2 in the morning.
And
then it's like 3 rounds of just.
And
it's just like, really.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Paid about 30 quid for that. That's the annoying part.
Oh yeah, the pain.
It's the lead up as well, isn't it? It's like 5 weeks of media nonsense, and then it's like. Well, especially the last fight again, where it's been cancelled once, and then cancelled again. You're like, all this. It's like, come on, just get on with it. Have a tear up in a car park. I'm over this nonsense now.
Oh, they should do, mate. They should do.
What they needed was a young Archie Moore. Now, I was doing my little research. This guy, most knockout wins ever. 131 wins by knockout, this guy.
Yeah, he was...
Impressive.
He had about 330 fights, didn't he?
Yeah, I think I can't remember when he retired. It was something stupid. Like he was probably about our age.
Age-wise, yeah, absolutely. He should not have still been.
I think he was near
going.
his 50s actually.
Yeah, absolutely. Because then the other thing is like that. Obviously, the unfortunate thing is the health impacts that come.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's some study 90% of boxers have brain injury at some point.
Yeah.
Just because obviously you're just
90%.
It's bad, isn't it? When you know that, you're like, there's every chance that I'm not going to get away with this. So unless you make it very successful and the monies and the adulations,
it's not even the head; it's the body as well. Because like I remember like
pissing blood and stuff. Surely,
yeah, pissing blood internally. I think Eubank said that after the fight with Ben. He said he was pissing blood for 2 weeks after it.
Because he's just constant kidney shots and broken ribs and.
I think it's the boxer Joe Bugner said by the end of his career. I think he went on I'm a Celebrity, whatever like that. But whatever it was, one of the celebrities saw his ribs, and she said that they looked like cauliflower, just because it was broken and smashed up. Mate, yeah.
It's like a bumpy chest, bumpy cage.
Mate, yeah, but of a.
Fuck's sake! It's like after a while you just think, I don't think it's worth it.
No, yeah.
But then you suddenly think, look, a lot of it, you've got journeymen and all the rest of it that can make a career, but no, they're probably going to end up, wearing a nappy from about 50 onwards. And then you've got Mayweather, who's made 400 million quid out of it.
Yeah, exactly. It's not really fair. And the aftercare for boxers is very
I imagine they just chuck them on the...
Yeah, there's a couple of fighters who try to get things put in place. For I think it's Barry McGuigan actually. He's trying to get things for like boxers looked after, because again, you're not really sort of fighting fit anymore. You're just really dumped on the scrap heap. Yeah. If you then go down levels of like gatekeepers, journeymen, whatever it is, and
it's just not making enough to retire on anyway. Are you just sort of scraping a living wage almost?
A lot of them don't really know what to do afterwards. Again, sometimes like footballers and whatever, they're just
unless you're training, you're not existing sort of thing. Yeah,
I think even Mayweather struggles. He's always doing like exhibition fights.
Yeah, Tyson's coming back, isn't he? And he's what 57.
Is he fighting? What's his name?
He's fighting Jake Paul or Logan Paul. I forget which one. But he's 30 years younger than him. And he's going, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah,
he's either bored or he's penniless.
On a plane, wasn't he, the other day? So.
Yeah, he had some weird ulcer or something.
I don't think that fight would be happening there.
What? He had some ulcer?
He was taken ill on a plane
as
he flew around doing, I don't know whether it's promotional stuff or what, but he's got an ulcer. And it clearly flared up and he had to call a doctor.
I know he's got a massive weed farm, isn't he? Tyson, he's just got,
It's mad, isn't it? At 57, you just think, do you really need to be doing this, Mike? I know he's lost a lot of money. But
I think he's doing all right.
Yeah,
like I say, he
did, didn't he? He properly threw it all away, and then he's sort of come back.
I can't remember. He does podcasts. He's got this massive weed brand.
I love that.
It's just
let's assume medical.
He's always getting off his every like podcast. He gets guests on. They're all like smoking. They're off for their tits, and they're just chatting. And it's just like
get him on the pod.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Next, I have a feeling I know what the topic's going to be next time round.
Yeah.
Either medical marijuana or Mike Tyson. One or t'other.
But he was just like, he was just a different kettle of fish. He was like,
he's the one I properly remember and got excited about.
Yeah, it was really exciting
stuff. He was just
had it all,
an animal, wasn't he?
And then just fucking burnt out, crashed out, just whatever it was. Lost concentration, focus, and
it's his lifestyle, isn't it?
Yeah, he was a bit like a Gazza
as well, isn't it?
In the sense of he just had all the money, everything thrown at him.
It's like they all have an entourage of like 50, 60 people. It's like, are you paying all of these people? They're not doing anything for you. This guy just carries a belt.
He was having like fights like every month or 2 months, wasn't he?
It was. I think it's like
did about 8 in 1 year or something like that.
Yeah, I think they just need that
because he was just beating people in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, so it's not. I've done all this training. I might as well have another one next week, sort of thing.
Yeah, they just exploited it, didn't they? And then made millions. And then he just sort of he just went off the rails. And then towards the end, they get a bit. They don't train for fights. And then,
get a bit.
I think in the Buster Douglas fight, I think he didn't even bother train. I think
just assumed that he was going to win. Or
I think so. There's a bit of that, but he talks about it now. He says, "I almost wanted to lose because I think he wanted the pressure. He couldn't handle the pressure at that age of being this sort of prodigy and this sort of star." And then I think, but even in that fight, he actually knocks Douglas down, and for some reason, the referee pauses on. I think it's 8 or 9. So he misses a second out, so he would have been counted out. So I'm not saying he would have got found out probably against Holyfield or whatever anyway, because he was going down that way. But yeah, it was still like, considering he didn't really train, he was like,
he still held his own because he's naturally gifted to beating people up.
Yes,
essentially, it's a talent.
But that's, again, you wouldn't have known, and that's why that was like a massive upset, because that's the thing with boxers.
He's the only one that I remember getting moderately excited by, because the rest were just kind of plodders and
he just weaved in with an uppercut.
Hurt someone, didn't
he was all in one motion. It was his defence was weaving, wasn't it? And as he came up, he would go with uppercut, the punch,
and then they're not already.
He would always go on the inside, wasn't he? Because he wasn't a great jabber or anything, was he? He was just
you got this guy at 5'10" taking on people at 6'7", 6'8". So the theory would be that they should win, and just keep him at range. But he
said some weird shit as well. Do you remember him saying about Lennox Lewis, "I'm going to eat your children"?
Fuck yeah. I know a lot of it's mind games, but there's a time and a place, Mike.
I always remember the fight. He's the Irish guy he's fighting, the big Irish guy. And he's like pumped up, this Irish guy, and he just charges out at Tyson. He's like proper trying to go for it. He gets knocked down. He's like a bit like a Rocky moment. He gets back on his feet straight. He goes back over to him.
He's got the terrible mullet, hasn't he? Yeah, he's really pasty.
I think like Tyson just finished him off in like maybe the beginning of round 2 or so. But that first round,
running towards him, bang,
finished him off.
Finished me off, pickle gherkin.
He was like proper pumped up, this Irish guy, to get to. But he just.
But do you see before it starts? I think it's that fight. Tyson's like looking at him left and right like he's fucking prey.
He used to prowl in the corner, didn't he?
He used to come in with no top on as well, or he used to have, didn't he, like a white little sort of cut off thing.
It was like a vest. It's like a thing, wasn't it?
It was like a really cheap one.
A mariachi band.
Like your mum bought his mum had bought him a $9.99 Primark top and just cut the holes out.
It was, wasn't it?
It was.
Black boots as well.
Yeah, it was just all black. It was just evil. It's essentially he was like the Empire, wasn't he, from Star Wars?
Yeah.
He might as well have come into that or that.
Yeah, that would have been. Yeah, to be fair, that would have been. Can you imagine if he come on to like something from Disney? Like, Mary Poppins, super fan.
That would be lovely. A spoonful of sugar.
That'd be brilliant. It's skipping down there.
It's just all joyous and stuff, and then just literally destroys these people.
That has been. What would be you boys' walk-on music? If you
I was going to say I was going to ask you about walk-on music, and I was actually going to ask you about your boxing name as well. Because there's some absolute bangers out there. So let's do walk-on music first.
Walk-on music.
But I quite like the idea of it being not disconcerting, but if you come in with something that's way too, I'm definitely going to win. If you don't, you stand the chance of looking a bit of a tit. So I'd be a bit hedging your bets.
Okay.
So
I kind of like the heavy metal kind of. I like
just to kind of pump the crowd.
Probably say like bit.
Top loader.
Biffy. I'm thinking of that Golden Rule, Biffy Clyro, something like that.
Oh yeah, that's quite.
Kind of like that. Yeah, something like that. Big thing. Good guitar-y.
Yeah, bit heavy and
I like that.
Rather than the harp classic.
Harp.
What about you, Dick?
I was similar to Phil, but I'm going to go Reptilia by The Strokes.
Oh yeah,
I like that. I just like the bass bit, and then it kicks in.
Yeah.
And then it. But I like the bass bit at the beginning. Just like a build up to almost like rush in and intimidate your opponent.
Yeah, that's quite nice. Ooh.
What about you, Jim?
I feel like it should be something you don't, like I say, you don't want to be too definitely going to win. So is there something? Definitely maybe. Anything from definitely maybe. Maybe. I might do. I don't know. Yeah, something like maybe Supersonic or cigarettes and alcohol. Yeah. That's my warm. That's how I've been training. Cigarettes and alcohol. That's
I think a few boxers come on to Oasis, didn't they?
Probably Ricky Hatton, wasn't it?
Well, Hatton did Blue Moon, didn't he? For quite a while, because he was a City fan, and they got them to record this thing specially. But I imagine they probably didn't start with that.
No,
it just sort of, as he made it a bit bigger, he's like, I'll tap into the because City were on the rise as well.
Of course they were.
Yeah. So what about names then? You mentioned was it Bone Crusher Smith as one of the famous fighters, and then obviously the Iron Mike Tyson. There was James Lights Out Tony. Which
that's
quite like. It's like that's nice.
Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
You got the Hispanic Causing Panic. I found in there Juan Lazcano.
I like Roberto Duran's Hands of Stone.
Yeah, that's quite nice. It's just like
It's not glitzy. It's not Hollywood. It's just like
I am just going to keep hitting you and hitting you, and these will not hurt at all. Sort of thing.
No sort of.
The one I couldn't never work out was Butterbean. Because his name's Eric Eshe, or Esh.
Because he looks like a Butterbean.
But he's just got that weird shape and he's a bit pasty and white.
That's
Is literally it? Fair play.
Oh, mate, I just cut in, mate. Have you ever seen I think it's a Jackass movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, which Knoxville, they go into like a shop.
Yeah, and they just have at it, don't they?
Knocks him out, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's in like a sports shop, isn't it, I think? And they just
He's
pretend to do they bring in a guy with a bell and a guy in the striped shirt for the referee, don't they? And then they just have a fight.
Properly
but
knocks him out,
and he's breathing that.
Yes.
And he's completely unconscious, isn't he?
I can't remember if he takes out teeth as well, but
it's quite possible, isn't it? Yeah. He was just another one of those, just like, if he didn't win in the first 30 seconds, he was basically fucked.
He didn't have the cardio, did he? Bless him.
He did, £400. The best name that I could find out there was a guy from Michael Nunn, and he was called Second to.
Second to
Michael
none.
Second to
Oh,
None,
nice.
which I quite liked. But yeah, what would your names
15
be?
15 to 1.
What would your names be?
Right Hand Reynolds or
Right Hand Reynolds.
Nice.
I'm maybe thinking something along that Butterbean. I'm thinking maybe Runnerbean. Feel the Runnerbean Reynolds. I'll just run around.
Just constantly doing
Until I wear them out a little
Yeah.
bit. And then just go in for a couple of jabs. Yeah.
Nice.
Feel the Runnerbean.
I came up with the Rumble.
Feel the Rumble.
Feel the Rumble Reynolds.
Feel the Rumble Reynolds.
Feel the Rumble.
Feel the rhythm.
fumble.
Feel the rhythm. Feel the ride. Or Boom Boom. I quite liked for you. Boom Boom Reynolds.
Feel the Heat.
Yeah.
Feel the Heat is very nice.
Or what about like what Evander Holyfield has, the Real Deal?
Oh, Real Deal.
Feel the Real Deal.
See, I
Reynolds.
actually had that for you. Richard
Just
Real Deal
Reynolds.
Dello.
Take the Real Deal. I like that. It's just like it's just a bit different.
It's quite simple
Yeah.
as well, isn't it? But I also had down for you, I came up with the Detonator.
The Detonator. Oh, I like that. Yeah, the Detonator.
Dynamite.
Dynamite Della.
Richard. But you wouldn't have Richard Dynamite Della. Would you have Dynamite Richard Della?
Yeah, that sounds a bit
Dynamite
better.
Pop it in front. It's where you put it, isn't it? Is it in front? Is it in the middle?
The Destructor, maybe. The
Destructor, yeah. The Dominator.
The Dominators.
It sounds a little bit more like a sex shop. Doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
Richard, the Dominator Della. It's
The dildo Della.
It's the biggest line of dildos we've got. They're selling very well, actually, madam.
Yeah. Go.
Would you like a 6-inch or a 9-inch Dominator?
Or Domestos.
I think we all know, don't we?
Domestos.
Domestos, because you clean up 99%.
Yeah, if I'm going a bit Sugar Ray, I'm a Flair boxer. I'm Richie Delicious Dello.
Oh, hello. Now we're
Delicious
talking.
with the emphasis on Del.
Delicious.
What about Jimmy?
And then for me, I had,
it's got to be
because of the Heg one, I think I was going like the Hammer.
Jimmy the Hammer.
Jimmy the Hammer. I had Howitzer in there.
Well,
because, I really do rate myself.
I swear we made that one for you before. Was it break your legs, eggs, or
That's quite nice. I did come across one. There was a lady out there who had a surname of beginning with H, and she was called something
Hurricane.
the Mad Hatter. I quite like Hurricane as
Hurricane
well. Though.
Hegwine.
Hurricane is quite nice, but yeah, the Mad Hatter Hegwine I quite like.
You have to.
I'd have one with a big hat and then just on the angle
I've
and
got
stuff.
one. Jimmy Jawbreaker Hegwine.
Oh, hello! You went with a J. That's quite nice. Jubilant, because I'm always winning.
Juicy Jimmy Hegwine.
Juicy Jimmy.
What about
There
Jimmy
it is.
Jubilee? You always dress as the Queen.
I just fight every 25 years. So I'm due one quite soon, I think. But yeah, interesting. What about Barry? We need to think one for Barry with bees.
That's a good. He's got,
The
you got
bomber.
double beat. Yeah, so you'd have to be
Barry
Oh.
the Bomber Banks.
Yeah.
Barry, yeah.
Quite nice.
Breaking Bones Barry.
Interesting, yeah. What else would I go for?
Robin
Buster.
Yeah.
Buster,
Barry Buster Banks.
Banks. Robin.
Barry Robin Banks.
Robin Banks.
Yeah, Robin. I love that. Yeah.
Always stealing wins. Interesting. I mean, we could put that out to the listenership
Barclays.
as well.
Barry.
Barry Barclays.
Barry Bank-
Banks. Nothing to do with boxing. Just
Barry-
we're focusing on the banks more, so aren't we? Closing all branches of. We've lost track, haven't we? HSBC. No, hang on, it's not working anymore.
Barry Two Tanks Banks.
Two tanks. Yeah, that's a good one.
What about Seconds Out? Barry Seconds Out Banks.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Quite like that.
Yeah, Barry's got a good name for it. Actually.
He has, hasn't he? Yeah, the double B, the alliteration helps. many of them, but yeah, there's all manner of nonsense names out there I quite like. But interesting. Have you got any? Have you ever done a bit of training for boxing? Have you actually partaken in one of these kind of either?
No, I've done training, but I never wanted to fight.
Like the blue or the white collar.
I remember you did. Do you remember the time over the field where we bought some boxing gloves? Over?
Yeah,
I remember. Yeah,
what age is this?
Who was it got Larry?
Is this recent?
I think it's Ryan, wasn't he? You fought Ryan, didn't you? Or was it?
Yeah, he got Larry with me because I beat him, didn't he?
Yeah, so is this secondary school kind of level?
Yeah. I think did you bring the gloves over?
Yeah. Yeah,
Dale brought some gloves over the field and we all started pissing about. And then I had a fight with Ryan, but he got Larry because I beat him. And then someone was it Watts he got?
Roxy got scored by Danny Mann.
And he got really Larry, didn't he? That was it.
Because everyone was...
It unleashes a beast, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Pride is a bastard.
But it does, exactly. You got about 10 other kids laughing at you. You got right, Larry.
Yeah, no, it was, I can't remember.
It seemed like a good idea at the time. I was like, I think I've caused ructions throughout the school year.
No, it was
the day before the
but
final.
It was that sort of thing. I remember it going around like mates' houses and it'd be like, oh, we're bored. And for some reason, mates would just go for your fucking cupboards. And, boxing gloves. Let's have a fucking fight.
What do you say about boxing gloves when you put them on, though, in there? You have to
you kind of...
I mean, first of all, you have to smell them because even though they're not your gloves, you have to know what 14 years of sweat smells like from your mate's hand, don't you?
Yeah, no, I've done a couple of. I've done body sparring. I've done. I've done Muay Thai sparring. That's interesting. But I've never actually done boxing sparring because of my eyes. When I was getting into it, it's too late then, so I didn't really want to go blind. If I'm honest with you, but,
that's a fair comment.
But yeah, no, but I sparred with this Polish guy in Muay Thai, and I remember
that was his name.
Yeah, his name's Muay Thai.
Sounds Polish, doesn't it?
Yeah. But he was. I remember he went for a kick, and it was only meant to be like sparring. But he went for a kick, and I blocked it with my head. And even though the force of the kick on the head,
I don't think he blocked it with your head. Though. I think he kicked you in the head.
He kicked my hand onto my head.
I did a really good block with my head.
I blocked it with my nose, and I broke all the. I broke my nose.
But me and this other guy, we used to do boxing. Body sparring, that used to be great. I used to love that. We used to, it was almost like.
So what? It was don't hit the face.
Don't hit the face, but his body, and it was pretty much.
Don't hit the face.
I've got a modelling assignment in the morning. Don't do that. I've got to present the news at 10.
Not the face. Yeah, no.
My face is my fortune. Don't fucking hit that.
But that was good. But it was almost like fencing in a way. We did sort of like occasionally you would.
I was kind of like feeling each other out.
Yeah. No, but you would open up a bit sometimes, but you'd only do it as much.
There's a lot of sexual innuendo.
There's a lot of innuendo, isn't there? Yeah. Oh, I open up a little bit, getting battered around the ring.
I'll walk into these because I'm so passionate.
That doesn't even mean anything.
But yeah, no, it's good fun. I kind of wish I did it I kind of wish I did and kind of wish I didn't. I'm kind of glad I sort of done what I did. I think I would have got fully invested in it.
Yeah,
well, when you do stuff, you kind of go all out anyway, don't you? So,
and I reckon I would have gone...
Think about the 90% brain damage you could have potentially...
Yeah, exactly. I would have... Well, I would have gone...
He's already headbutted bricks of mud and stuff.
Well, I know I would have been like a full-on Mexico. I would have been an entertainer because I wouldn't have been able... So I reckon I would have been not blocking punches with my head, but I would be that sort of gung-ho sort of entertainment, sort of like a Hatton type
You'd have been the Newcastle under Kevin Keegan, just attack.
Yeah, a little bit,
No defence.
I'd want to go... I'd be a headhunter. I'd be going like that. I wouldn't obviously take part, but it'd be, so it might be probably the best.
Probably for the best that it didn't actually enter your bloodstream and get you under the ring. Yeah, I just can't. When you can't picture being hit in the face, therefore it never appealed to me.
No, I like
when you're this pretty.
I like
the
fighting. I like the training side of it.
But training's awesome.
Yeah, I never wanted to fight.
No. So is that your only fighting experience then against Ryan Wills in a field?
Like I say,
in a multi-story car park.
But you're undefeated.
I thought you had a bare knuckle boxing career filming multi-story car parks in Romford at 2 a.m.
Around the southeast through the 90s.
Yeah,
it's not publicised that. That's
what the film Snatch was based on. Just your career. Old Bricktop Reynolds. Love it. But yeah, the only time I remember ever having a fight, again, it was essentially like Fight Club at primary school.
Yeah.
In the final year, we had the main playground with all the classrooms kind of bordering it.
Yeah.
And then behind it, there was a little space behind the final. Did
you fight the nuns?
I don't remember going to a convent school, but I would have taken them. But yeah, we just used to meet up and just have fights, like organised just for because we were bored of like run-outs and football. It's like, well, what can we do? So it was just a lot of windmilling and just running in and just some poor fucker goes in with like a bleeding nose. How did that happen in football?
Yeah.
And that was it. That's the only fighting experience I remember.
Well, that's the funniest thing when you come up against like a proper boxer and there's someone windmilling. They just do like a straight 1-2, and he's down the middle, and it's just like
absolutely. There's arms coming in from both sides. Oh, there's a big gap down the middle.
I can see it coming.
At 10 or 11, no talent whatsoever. So it's just like.
But I remember like Gunny, I think like Gunny, and then
he was a good boxer. Wasn't
good boxer, and I remember going to like Zeros with him.
That's where he did all his training.
No, we got kicked out. I'd never seen him fight. I always had a rumour like he had a fight with one of our mates at school. Like,
did you not see that fight? I remember watching that fight.
Who was that?
The Friendly.
Oh, because Defendi had height on him.
Yeah, I mean, Defendi was quite tough. Wasn't he? A couple of years older than him, like tall, much taller, and he absolutely pummeled Defendi.
Yeah, because the rumour was, Defendi's been beaten up by a second year. You know how
it goes round school.
So it's like, and then so everyone's
who is this mysterious?
But then, it turned out to be Gunny, and Gunny was like a proper decent boxer. I think he was like, I don't know if he boxed for England or whatever, but he was a decent
definitely
level.
Talk of England schools, isn't it?
But I remember him being at Zeros, and I'd never seen anything like it.
What, fast or just accurate?
I can't remember how it come about and stuff, but he banged out 3 bouncers, like, and I'm not joking, like as in donk. They
went over.
Yeah, I'd never seen anything. It was quick. Order. It was, but it was precise. It was just like wow.
Because normally what you see in a fight is essentially just scrapping and rowing. Isn't
it? No, this was like pinpoint, and these were grown men. These were like. God knows how old they were, but they were of a decent size.
For a while.
They're not like bouncers. I know a lot of bouncers are for show, but this is like this guy. This guy is
absolutely dismantled them.
Yeah,
fucking hell.
Nice for
when it's done properly. It's you can sort of just go. Actually, that is a science almost. It's like you know where to hit someone.
It is.
How to do it.
But they're luckily for them guys, because God knows if they'd have hit their heads on the fucking curb.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it was all right. It was all good. But I've never seen anything like that.
Interesting.
You weren't at the Romford Underground car parks, then, clearly.
Yeah, exactly.
He stayed clear of you, didn't he? He didn't like the unlicensed side.
Rumour has it you actually fought a bear and beat it for.
Can you imagine
that Heineken one?
Yeah, not the blood.
Was he wearing his bomber jacket and his pork pie hat as well?
Yeah, just follow that guy. He'll tell you where to go.
I love that because it is a fucking German beer. Yeah. It became so cockney that advert.
Yeah. Follow the bear. Follow that bear. What bear? The fucker over there in the geezer bowling down the road with a pork pie hat on and the yellow bomber jacket.
Because when you see the front of that can, there's no fucking bomber jacket. There's no pork pie hat.
No, they just decided.
They don't play fucking pool.
What would a bear actually wear if he was going out on the piss on a Saturday? Well, obviously a pork pie hat, wouldn't he? He's a classy guy. He likes to have fun.
I never realised the penny just didn't drop that it was a fucking German beer, even though it had such a German name, Hofmeister. Like, because it was so fucking, the adverts were just so British. It's the same with like was it Carlsberg and
all the
when
rest
we
of them.
took them out,
yeah.
So
we ruin everything, don't we?
Yeah,
what can you do? Interesting. I like a little bit of boxing. It's a nice little topic. All right, should we take a cheeky break and then we can talk music associated with said boxing?
Yeah, of course.
Let's do it.
Let's do that. Okay, so let's talk about music associated with the theme of boxing then, my little beauties. I suppose the obvious one to go with is the Rocky IV soundtrack, right?
Yeah, 100%.
We've mentioned it in a previous episodes of the pod, but it's an absolute banger, isn't it? What would you take off of that one?
Definitely No Easy Way Out. Definitely Hearts on Fire.
Hearts on Fire.
Hearts on Fire.
If you could only take one,
it'd be Hearts on Fire.
Do you reckon it'd be Hearts on Fire?
I think
Hearts on Fire.
Yeah, I think so. It's a good upbeat song, isn't it?
Yeah. It feels
feel good upbeat.
It feels the right one, doesn't it?
Fair, and it had gone from that Gonna Fly Now was 1, 2, and 3, and that was a big risk replacing the training montage to go for that. That was
that's very true.
It kind of it just works, and I don't know why they just didn't keep it, because in Rocky V I can't remember what they used, if I'm honest with you, in Rocky V.
When
I'll Beat It, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was MC Hammer, wasn't it?
You go for it.
Go for it. go for it.
You've got to go. Yeah, so again, there's
It is a bang. And then I suppose you've also got to mention Eye of the Tiger.
Eye of the Tiger, 100%.
That's
Yeah, again,
synonymous there-
that'll be close actually. Survivors.
And then obviously, Gonna Fly Now. You got
Gonna
that
Fly
one.
Now. Yeah.
That is a classic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sing that one for me. I don't know that one.
We'll fly now.
Crying. That's a classic, you say. Oh, is that one?
Yeah.
The. Oh, okay. Is that what that's actually called? Okay.
Yeah, that is a great one as well.
I wouldn't have put the two and two together and calling it
What?
Gonna Fly Now.
That's spot on. Gonna fly now. That's the choir.
Oh, you were doing multiple people
Yeah, they were
there.
the kids.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, one of that choir was fucking flat, mate. You want to sack them and just keep the rest of them.
It was Alec Jones.
I even
His balls had dropped halfway through that one. That's
I even love just for like pure cheese in Rocky 2. It's he gets his brother Frank Stallone. These like the local,
around the bins.
Yeah, around the bins. They're like the local jukebox.
What's the song they sing?
And two kinds of love.
Yeah, that's it.
Two kinds of love.
Yeah, that's that. And there's another one that goes bomba da bomba danga dang dang.
Yeah.
Jigga jigga jigga.
Yeah.
That's not Blue Moon, is it? Because that feels
It
like
could be,
barba
yeah.
da barba dang dang,
Yeah, but
digga digga ding, Blue Moon, Blue Moon.
Yeah, it could. Oh mate, yeah, massive copyright on that.
But yeah, what does Blue Moon make it on? I mean, certainly a walk-on track. I suppose this is the problem we've got. We've got songs associated with boxing,
Yeah.
songs about boxing, or walk-on songs
Walk-on
that are
songs.
synonymous with.
Yeah, I think-
so. Blue Moon
I haven't done any
definitely-
walk-on songs. I
haven't?
thought it was just a bit of a.
It's
Easy
a
way out.
stretch, isn't it? There's no easy way out, as we
Yeah.
know. So, but yeah, Blue Moon is the one that I kind of most associate
Yeah.
with them. And then the other one is like Eine Kamosi and Here Comes the Hot Stepper for the ones that thought they were a bit flashy with the
was that Prince the same?
Princess Zine and stuff, I suppose, wasn't it? Yeah.
Because you had, was it Thunderstruck as well, didn't you?
Oh,
that one
I
kept
always
coming
try
up.
and I've realised I'm trying to cram in a Thunderstruck by AC/DC
Yeah.
into any category, but it is a banging tune.
I think.
I think he's going to miss out again, but
Even
I'll get into the next one. Don't you worry.
even though it's written for Karate Kid, it is a boxing song because it was meant to be used. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Is You're the Best.
Yeah, that's a great song.
Oh, that's intriguing. Do you know who actually sings that?
It says on here 15th floor, but I don't think it is. I thought it was Survivor, but
What's it called? You're the best.
yeah.
You're the best around. Whoever that is. But yeah, that's an interesting
I
shout.
thought it was Survivor, but I might. They did the original.
If it's Survivor, then they're going down as the best band ever.
Ever.
Because they've got the Burning Heart as well, but maybe it's not. I've got on here 15th floor. But... Oh, Phil.
Oh, hello.
Copyright.
Copyright. It's going to cost us a fucking fortune, this one.
What's going on?
Some guys
Holy
have just burst through the
mackerel.
door. They're pulling
Survivor.
yeah.
They're doing.
Stop playing our fucking songs.
Stop playing our songs on podcast, you
Joe
bastards.
Bean Esposito, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Joe Bean, as in butter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Joe Bean.
Joe Bean Esposito.
Sounds
Well,
like a good coffee shop.
Esposito. Despacito. All right.
Do me in the bottom like in Porto. The
obvious one I'm supposed to mention is The Boxer by Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, although I would ask for the
Oh.
Mumford and Sons version. I much prefer that one over Simon and Garfunkel's one.
Really?
Yeah, I hate Simon and Garfunkel's.
Editors. Editors do a song called The Boxer
Do you,
as well.
who do you hate the most, Simon or Garfunkel?
Oh, Garfunkel, isn't it?
The one
Yeah.
with the curly hair.
Yeah, because you've got named Art.
Art.
Art Garfunkel.
So we like the song,
hell.
we just don't like the version of
I
S&G.
prefer. Yeah, I like the Mumford and Sons version. Yeah,
But it's an exact copy of the song.
pretty much.
They're just-
Yeah, it's the same song, but I prefer it
Interesting.
to the.
Oh, mate.
I'll have to check that one out. We'll have a listen to that after this and
What
see
about
if
if
it
you had
makes
an
the
Uncle
list.
Garth?
Huh?
If you had a Garfunkel? You had a Uncle
Garfunkel,
Garth.
yeah, Uncle Garth. Art Garfunkel.
A Garfunkel. Dodgy uncle that used to cover you in
Art Garfunkel,
spunkle.
the dodgy uncle.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Spunkle uncle.
Who names a kid Art?
Mr. and Mrs.
Very
Garfunkel.
arty.
But they're called
Fail
Garfunkel as well.
I mean, it's a thing, isn't it? It's a stretch to name a kid that. Seems cruel.
Oh, man.
Seems cruel.
Change it to Star Wars. Darth Garfunkel. Darth Gunkel.
Daft Gunkle.
Darth
Girth Garfunkel.
Girth Garfunkel.
Now that kid's not going to be bullied in
Or
school.
just change it to Fart.
Art Garfunkel.
Fart
Fart Garfunkel. Someone with a very cool name. In fact, it's in the name. LL Cool J.
Yeah.
Mama Said Knock You Out.
Yeah, that's a great song.
I do like that.
Yeah.
I do like that. I think that might be in contention.
Don't call it a comeback.
You never should. Is that literally the first line, isn't it, as well? I mean, it's got everything going for it, hasn't it?
I mean, there's quite a recent one I heard recently. It's heavyweight champion of the world.
Oh, yeah, by...
is it Reverend and the
Reverend
Makers?
and
the Makers. Yeah, that's an interesting shout.
That's a good shout.
Very good shouts.
What about Pat Benatar, Hit Me With Your Best Shot?
Hit me
You
with your
sassy
best
little
shot.
man. I just remember that from... what was the...
Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero, yeah, absolutely.
Great one.
Hit me with your best shots. Great shouts there.
What about Beat It by Michael Jackson?
By old MJ himself.
That's
Still dodgy ground, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, hit me. I'm scribbling these down. You keep chatting, chaps. I think you mentioned when we were chatting, Dale, Hurricane
Yeah,
by
by...
Mr. Dillon.
The Hurricane.
Hurricane.
Hurricane. I love Hurricane.
Hairy legs.
Talk about the government. Fucked a cat in the alleyway. Got my dick stuck. Oh, fuck.
He's going to do this for
my
the
dick
rest
stuck
of the
on
episode,
fuck.
possibly.
Yeah. Well, they're the lyrics from Hurricane.
I think you might have mentioned this earlier in the pod, Mr. D. Was it "You Can't Touch This" by MC Hammer? Are we counting that as a
Phil mentioned
fighting-based
that, yeah.
song?
Yeah, you got... yeah.
It deserves mentioning, and then possibly nothing more. So we move straight to
Oh, okay.
X Gonna Give It To You by DMX.
Yeah.
X Gonna Give It To You. Gonna give it to you. Huh.
There's I don't, again, it depends how if you want to put it in, if you find it acceptable, but Can't Stop the Feeling by Red Hot Chili Peppers. That was Klitschko's Walk On Music.
It was, I thought you meant just from the film Trolls, because you really love that.
Yeah, I love the Trolls. Trolls, no Trolls
Can't
left
stop the
behind.
feeling. How about Fight Song by Mr. Marilyn Weird as Fuck Manson?
Yeah.
Fight
Oh,
song.
right.
Fight song.
I'm thinking of that really cheesy song. This is my fight song.
Oh, right. Do you know what? Rachel Platten did come up on
right.
a list. So it's right up there for me. I mean,
Yeah,
I
no,
love that cheesy schmaltz. But yeah, it qualifies. Fighting for Your Right to Party by the old Beastie Boys.
No, yeah.
Oh, classic.
See, a little bit of that. Cheeky nonsense.
It's a good
Interesting.
one, actually, Jimmy.
And then you got like Eminem went through a few that have been used, like Till I Collapse and Lose Yourself. They're all based around kind of fights and all the rest of it, aren't they?
Yeah, no, I like that, mate.
I seem to remember the Killers did a song called Tyson versus Douglas.
Did I?
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't have been. It's not in the first 5 of Hot Fuss, so therefore it doesn't qualify as a Killers song. But just needs a mention because it's so on the money.
What about Fight for This Love by Cheryl Cole?
See now I feel like we do have to put that one down. Because she's the nation's sweetheart.
Yeah, that's very true. I'll tell you what. What about The Power by Snap?
Oh,
Because it's kind of power. Snap.
Yeah,
snapping
power
your
punch.
punches. Snap.
Power Punch. Yeah, the power. I'm going to scribble that one down. I think that needs a
I thought he was going to go for like
investigative.
The Power of Love, Jennifer Rush.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh, that is powerful. How about Shut Up by Stormzy? Man said Shut Up.
Yeah.
That was AJ's, wasn't it?
Yes.
Is it?
That's
And he
good,
did it
isn't
live as well, didn't he, with him when he was just starting to get a bit
what
more
about Sweet Caroline? I was in between
classic.
every boxing match.
Every
British-
boxing match known
British
to
boxing
mankind,
match.
doesn't it?
I
Yeah,
don't
absolutely.
think it's.
Simply the Best by Tina Turner.
Why
always
is
wheeled
Sweet
out,
Caroline being adopted
know,
by boxing?
Really annoying.
For
isn't it?
everything,
And football
innit?
now. No.
Yeah,
They do-
that's the
yeah,
ladies'
they-
football, isn't it? Big on it.
Like, yeah, they do it. Yeah, football's taking it now, but
Really
it
annoying,
was
isn't
from
it?
the boxing. But even still, I don't get the link.
No, it doesn't quite work, does it? Something that definitely is. Did you? I'm not sure if you mentioned this. Ain't No Stopping Us Now.
Yeah, it's David Hayes, isn't it?
Ain't no
Yeah,
stopping. It's got that kind of groovy thing going on rather than
Yeah, there's a.
outright. That's a nice little tune. There's loads, isn't there? Let's recount. So, Hearts on Fire.
Yeah.
We're all over. And Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah.
And whatever that third one was that you mentioned. Thank you. So that's 3. Mama Said Knock You Out. We all kind of happy
Yeah.
with that.
I've got one for you.
Oh,
I'm
hello,
surprised
this
you
is
missed
good.
it. Punching Walls by Morning Runner.
Oh, Bloody Nora. We did mention that in our one of our 90s ones, didn't we? Punching Walls, Del. That is a lovely show.
I think that's what it's called, isn't it?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Morning Runner. Yeah, that was a banger and a half. I like that. How do we feel on the Pat Benatar? Do we want to include Pat with him maybe your best shot?
It's a great song.
I'm up for Pat, but
Everyone loves a little bit of Pat.
Pat Butcher.
Pat Butcher. Any Cow Pats? I'm up for Cow Pats.
The Boxer, but if it's the Mumford and Sons version, not the Simon and Garfunkel, for old Winger Reynolds. Phil Boom Boom Reynolds.
Phil Boom Boom.
The Hurricane, Bob Dylan. Mm-hmm. Just because it features in a film as well. I don't know.
I actually quite like the song actually.
I don't mind it by any stretch. So I think it's in with a squeak. Going to bypass You Can't Touch This and beat it, I think, probably for safety's sake. Thunderstruck, I'm going to try and squeeze into a different list. It'll make it onto the Spotify playlist.
Make it onto the AC/DC week we do.
It might just it stands a squeak, doesn't it? It stands a squeak with a chance.
A few people have it as a walk on Back to Black by AC/DC.
Ooh, yeah, that's got that kind of punchy. We Will Rock You also comes into quite a bit of that sort of thing. So bit of Queen. All I Do Is Win by DJ Khaled, but I can't put anything by DJ Khaled on a list in good faith. So You're the Best Around. We decided was the show, wasn't it? Joe Bean, Esposito, whatever his chops was.
Never heard of him.
Punching Walls. I reckon there's a solid 10 in there.
Yes,
it's got to be in there.
I think that's good.
And we will add those to the Spotify playlist as soon as this episode is finished. So, happy with music?
Yeah.
Shall we progress to our film
I think
nominations?
So. Yeah, there's probably the odd one or two we're like,
we might think of it. Yeah. So between when we record this and when we edit it and release, we can always add it to it, can't we?
Well, if there is, get over it.
Or, we'll just try and squeeze it into another one based on AC/DC or other things.
If anyone wants to write in or anyone wants to...
Don't bother.
Argue with us. We'll take on...
Boom Boom or Panja.
Boom Boom will take on anyone as long as it's in a car park in the southeast of England in 1996. If you can turn back time, he'll take you on.
You'll go like Tyson Fury's dad and just headbutts.
Yeah, what
was that all about? That was mental, wasn't it? It's just like, are you trying to take it away from your son?
Yeah, even in the corner, you had the trainer like Sugar Hill giving him proper advice and fucking John
just went round.
Just fucking hit him. Just hit him, Tyson. Fucking hit him.
Thanks.
Fucking hit him, Tyson.
I didn't know that was the idea. I've been doing it wrong all these years. Thanks, Dad.
Just fucking hit him. That's right.
He's such a knob, isn't he?
You got any fucking... You could have dragged someone out of Witherspoon's perhaps. Just go, mate.
He's probably been in better fights than that, yeah.
Give him better advice. Sort of thing.
Absolutely. Bless him. Let's move away from John Tyson or John Fury because he's a fucking retard. But Phil said that. That's Phil Boom Boom Reynolds, care of Not 40 Just Blank, the UK. All right, let's go films in that case. So, who did we? Can anyone remember who we started with last time round?
Oh,
I think it might have been you, Phil. So I'm going to say let's go with Mr. Dello for his film chat first. So, plenty of films out there based on boxing. Have you gone very literal, or have you gone sideways? And
I haven't gone sideways. No, I haven't gone sideways. I haven't gone boxing.
You haven't gone boxing?
No, sorry, I have gone.
That is quite sideways, then, Del, if you haven't gone on a boxing film.
I've gone Mighty Ducks by... I know I've
There was
got...
a punch up halfway through the Goon.
Yeah, exactly. No,
Sean William Scott.
I have gone boxing, and it's not the boxing film that you probably think I'm going to go with.
My assumption was one of you was going to go with a Rocky, and one of you was going to go with a Raging Bull.
Up with my top films ever. I've chose it for 80s. I've chose it for this and that.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
So for that reason, I want something different.
Right.
So I went over a few things. Are we doing nominal? Not I'll say nominals every time.
We do them after, won't we?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. So I'm going for a 1979 classic. I remember watching it as a kid. And just the drama got me. Even though if I probably watch back, I don't know what it'd be like. It's the Champ with John Voight.
Yeah,
okay.
That's probably a little sad, isn't it? That one.
Really sad. Yeah,
I think I know of it, but I'm not sure I've ever watched it. So
it's a really good film. It's the sort of one that it would on the eye it'd seem a bit dated, but the story I think would still hold up actually. But he's a gambler. He's fighting for everything. He's kind of doesn't see his kid that much.
Right.
So there's a big relationship between his kid and his wife, and like I say, he spends a lot of money. He's not particularly a great sort of dad to begin with, but it's kind of like how it all pieces together.
It's his arc.
Yes.
Oh, lovely.
And if you are going to watch it, I'll.
No. There's so many other things. I think.
Kleenex, and I don't mean.
Oh, is it a proper? It's an exciting one.
No, you'll want to wank over John Voight.
He's a lovely sexy body, man, isn't he?
But yeah, no, it is, and the kid in it. I remember just watching it, and because I was a kid watching it, I did not expect it. It was on like BBC Two at like.
Right.
It always used to be on the telly, didn't it?
Yeah, but it was on at some random time. And it just caught me by surprise because it's so sad. And this little boy just melts your heart when he just sort of, I can tell you what happens if you want, but
absolutely, I don't think there's spoilers in the 17th.
He basically, he's sorting his life out, and he sort of builds his relationship, back up with his son, and then he goes into this last fight for this sort of money and this different things that he wants, this life that they want to get away from, and he dies in the ring. And his son, it's when his son goes into the ring afterwards, and John Voight's laid out. And he doesn't even call him dad; he calls him champ. And it's and he's doing this whole thing, but you can see like, God no, this kid's like so invested in like the role. He's like losing it, and it was so sad. Like I say, it's
got vibes of the Lion King after Mustafa gets run
like
over.
Proper, but yeah.
Proper?
So there's been other ones. There's a lot of good boxing films actually, but that was the one that really struck a chord when I was like going through it today. So
it's a lovely touch, Richie D. I came out the side, didn't it?
No,
Mr. Reynolds, have you stuck with the big guns, or have you also gone a little bit left field?
I've got loads of honourable mention.
There are a multitude of those.
And as we said. We'll go through them all after. But yeah, I don't know. I was trying to go for that bit of left field, but then actually when it came down to it, I thought, who am I kidding?
Who am I kidding?
He's rocking it. He's rocking it. It's got to be. There's no other film.
The original or four?
No, the original. Yeah,
the original.
The film is I mean, that last 15, 20 minutes is probably some of the best cinema ever. Just for the fight scene and the way it ends, it's just classic. But the whole story, isn't it? Is the underdog.
Yeah.
Just given a chance, takes it. But it's also the main theme is a love story, isn't it? It's not a boxing film. It's about boxing, but you could argue it's just as much a love film as it is
Could
a
be
boxing
like
film.
Competitive jigsaw. Right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's just brilliant, isn't it?
It's kind of two lost souls find each other. Doesn't it?
Yeah. And that last 10 minutes, like so, when he obviously loses,
emotion.
He's calling her out, and she's running to the ring. It's just brilliant. Yeah, and you like I say, you can't.
And it's
as much I was trying to, I can't go for Rocky. I can't go. And then I just thought,
yes, I can.
You've got to go for Rocky. There is no other. It's the ultimate.
I assumed one of you must have done, even though it is.
I really didn't want to, but I thought, why am I?
Why fight it?
Yeah, why fight it? Why fight it? So it had to be Rocky. He's the ultimate. It's got great music, great acting, and so like I say, and every kind of sports film after that's tried to emulate it.
It's a Rocky pastiche, or
not even sport films. There's other films that just use that same like beats.
Yeah,
you got like films like Whiplash and stuff like that. The King's Speech. You watch that. That's like a Rocky film, but all about that. It uses the same kind of the training montage and everything. It all just became a thing after that, didn't it?
Very true.
Yeah, Rocky for me.
Well, in the King's Speech, he does like a training.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? He goes to see the psychiatrist, and then they have this like montage where they're like just training him up.
Right, yeah.
And you watch it again; it's very much like it's very much like a sport film.
Cool, man.
But,
Which is why he couldn't speak properly, because he had a gum shield in. So take that fucking thing out, you'll be all right, wouldn't you?
Like, okay.
Oh, thanks very much. That's perfect. Well done. Thanks, guys.
We just wasted an hour and a half of filming it.
60 years I've been struggling with this shit. Had a gum shield in. I'm snoring. Who knew? So that means that Raging Bull won't get nominated as a boxing film. Because I'm not taking Raging Bull.
No.
I've gone slightly softer in my approach.
Raging Bull.
I've gone for Raging Paul Oakley. No, I've gone for Bugsy Malone.
Okay.
All right.
because of the
the
boxing
song.
bit within it and
So
stuff.
you wanna
And so you want to
be
be a
a
boxer?
boxer?
And I
Yeah.
didn't know whether Reynolds was going to have a full sing-song with me, but I find it, and it's an adorable film and stuff, but it's just that whole Bugsy is a penniless boxing promoter, and then he finds this untapped potential that helps him
Yeah.
out. He gets mugged and he fights him off, so you got a little bit of punchy there, but it's the song, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
It's
yeah.
just delightful.
Yeah, it's great. I'm
Pop him in the
surprised.
ring,
Is that why
Joe.
you didn't
Chicken
put
a la
it in
carte.
for the songs.
I never thought of actually mentioning it in that, but yeah, probably should. Shouldn't I? So if I don't win the film section, then yeah, fuck it. So you want to be a boxer? Is going into the top 10 songs, that's for sure. But it's just like, so you want to be a boxer in the Golden Ring? Can you punch like a southbound freight train? Tell me just one thing.
Oh, great.
Come on.
It's poetry.
It's a lovely little bit of wordplay and stuff in there. Can you move in a word like a hummingbird's wing if you need to? Ooh, that's fast. I'm not going to sing the whole thing, but it's that is my nomination.
He's loving it. He's loving it.
I do.
Beautiful.
I love Bugsy Malone, and it's the best bit of it as well. So that's why. But I'd still vote for Rocky anyway. So I haven't seen The Champ, so I can't.
No,
I
it's,
can't go that way. So I don't know enough to.
Again, it'd be hard
push
to choose Bugsy over Rocky, mate. 'cause, yeah,
Straight up fight.
If I'm honest with you,
yeah, it's a child
So,
against a
yeah.
fully grown man, isn't it? So
Yeah.
Oscar
I
winning.
don't even, yeah.
What can
Should
you
we
do?
just go over and raise Phil's hand?
I think we probably should. Yeah.
There you go.
A la Rocky. So yeah, Rocky is the winner of our films, that's for sure. Which means that So You Want to Be a Boxer goes onto the film or the music list, which is lovely stuff. Oh, perfect. Well done, chaps. All right, quick breakage. Oh no, sorry, tell a lie. Shall we mention ones that didn't make it?
Oh, there's a big list.
Because there is quite a few actually, isn't there? So I only had 3 that I considered. Raging Bull obviously being one of them. Whilst I like Rocky, it doesn't quite hit it for me. I was almost thinking of Snatch because of the whole bare knuckle, also the unlicensed side of things. And then the only other one that popped into my head immediately when I thought of it was
Please
The
Kill Me
Hangover.
Free. Oh, sorry.
It was going to be that, but I went with The Hangover because of the Mike Tyson cameo.
Yeah, it's great.
But
yeah.
that's it.
Yeah,
It's just that
the
kind of sideways-ish thing. So, what about you, gentlemen?
Oh, there's loads, isn't there? Obviously, Raging Bull. Yeah, I did consider it. I haven't seen it in a long time. That film. It's quite a hard watch, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's more about him. He's a bit of obviously he's a bit of a bastard, and obviously he takes the ring as his punishment, doesn't he? So, but no, yeah, I remember it being a good film. I haven't seen it in a long time, and it's probably one of the films I'd have to be in a real mood to watch. I'd have to be in the right mood to watch it, so I didn't put it on. The other one that was close, I nearly did pick, was $1 Million Baby. We've spoken about that before.
Yeah, it's a great film, yeah.
Does Eastwood direct that? Right.
He's also in it as well, isn't he?
But yeah,
Yeah, and Hilary Swank, isn't it?
Hilary Swank. That's
a really good film. Again, it's really depressing, but that's good. That was going to be my little slight turn, maybe.
Yeah.
But like I say, didn't do that. There's loads. Cinderella Man.
Yeah, I've got that.
Crown,
course,
yeah.
yeah.
On the Waterfront. That was another one.
Yeah, is it Brando? Isn't it?
Brando, yeah. That's another good one.
Does the Sting 2 use boxing in it rather than?
That's tantric sex.
Is there a Sting too?
That's right.
Yeah, there is. Yeah,
I think it's based on boxing results
Is
rather
it?
than.
yeah, there is.
know there's a second one.
There is a Sting too. Yeah.
I love the Sting. I didn't know there's a Sting too.
Yeah.
What was
Be
it
going
about?
home.
Wasps.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be
Killer
going on
Wasps.
tonight.
Asian hornets and the perils thereof. You've got. We mentioned the music of the Hurricane, but the Hurricane film.
Yeah, the Hurricane there. Yeah, that's a good film.
I haven't watched the Alley one with Will Smith. Is that a bit?
Yeah, it's all right.
He just bears a vague resemblance. doesn't
Yeah,
he?
it was good, but I don't remember the film being brilliant.
No.
What the Will Smith?
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out
Yeah,
whether it's worth a watch or if it's not.
It's really it's a
Fab.
bit boring. If
Oh,
I'm
fair play.
The Fighter with Christian Bale and Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
The Bleeder, that's about Chuck Wepner. There's another Wahlberg fighting one, I think. Oh no, sorry, I'm thinking Southpaw with Jake.
Jake
I
Gyllenhaal.
didn't like that.
No, that was a really like pumped up. It was a bit like an EA Sports one, wasn't
Yeah.
it? The music was all like,
Yeah.
like really like,
Yeah,
was
no,
beating your face.
yeah,
wasn't
it
that
was
one?
a bit. Creed, obviously, you got.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
I don't mind Creed. It just doesn't hit the heights of Rocky.
There's Chuck, which was obviously the film. They've done a film
that's right,
recently
Oh, okay.
about that one. The one the fighter who Rocky based
Oh,
on.
okay.
Chuck Wepner.
Police Academy 3 with the boxing scene. Do you remember the family that just beat each other up?
Oh yeah.
So the dinner table, they just like pass the salt and bang, he just hits him in the face. And even the wife and doesn't she knock heads together at the end? Yeah, but
there's a bit. Do you remember when he goes into the academy are fighting another academy or whatever like that?
Yeah.
He's losing the fight. And then his dad goes into the corner and he goes, this is how you hit, and he punches him,
Starts
and then he
knocking
smacks his dad as well. And
knocks 7 shades of shit out of his dad and then goes on to win, doesn't he?
Yeah, sorry, Phil.
That's it. I think that's it. I haven't got any more, I don't think.
There's a myriad of them.
There's
different qualities.
There was a piss take of, I've never seen it, but there's a piss take of Rocky, and it was called Ricky. It was just.
It feels like something.
I remember. I haven't even looked it up. I remember going into Prestige Video or whatever, and all it was a picture of him being uppercutted. And he's about 30 foot in the air. I don't know what it's like.
It's almost like Tom and Jerry, where he's like his soul leaves his body, where he's been hit so hard, sort of thing.
So,
maybe that's what he should have won. Tom and Jerry. For every good boxing scene with Spike the dog. That's what it is. That's what I should have gone for. God damn it.
Janet.
But there we go. Lovely stuff. All right. Let's take a cheeky break and then we'll dip into some letters and emails and wrap this baby up, shall we? Okay, fella, my lads, before we finish this episode off, let's take a cheeky dip into the letters and emails.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
getting better.
I'm going to put a little sexy on it every time.
An
extra 11% sexy just for you, Phil, that one.
Just generally like it.
Thanks. All right, I've got a question. He really did like. Fuck me, he did like it.
Does Jenny like it?
Oh, Jenny like it. Sorry, what? You enjoying my sexy?
No, do you like practicing? And she goes, I like that.
Do you know what? I will try
kisses and foreplay,
huggies and haggies. I will try it this week and let you know, Phil. All right, back to these letters. I've got one in here from Margaret Thatched House Fanny Face, and she says very simply: Snog, marry, avoid. Savile, Harris, or Edmonds? I mean, that is a toughie. So unless you know anyone else called Savile, Harris, and Edmonds, I'm going to assume it is Jimmy, Rolf, and Noel. So Snog, marry, avoid. Phil, I'm coming to you first.
You got to marry Edmonds, haven't you?
Got to marry Edmonds.
Yeah, because
standards.
Yeah.
Which does therefore mean that you've got to snog either Jimmy Savile or Rolf Harris. Both. No, actually, only one convicted. One, sadly, died before.
Yeah.
The full arm of the law could be.
The trial.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Probably Snog Savile, though.
Fuck a duck. So you're avoiding Rolf Harris.
He's got no facial hair.
So you don't want to come up in a rash.
So when he says, "Can you guess what it is yet?" You're just running away from that and avoiding it. That's fair play. Would you go the same way, Mr. D? Or would you have a different way of looking at things?
I would snog Harris.
Okay. Just get it out of the way quick.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would like to snog him, but at the same time, I would like to put a magic marker in his butthole.
Can you guess what that is?
So you're taking it further.
Yeah, a little bit.
You could just snog him.
That's how Dale always snogs, though. He always carries a magic marker for a good snogging, doesn't he?
But I'm kissing him. But at the same time, I just want to kiss him. So I want to blow him away. That at the same time, he can still draw a perfect Wile E. Coyote.
Whilst he just wiggles his hips.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's a full picture of what the Roadrunner or Wile E. Coyote or something. Willie Coyote.
Then I'll just go into the toilet and just throw my guts up.
Of course, standards. All right, so you've snogged Harris and stuck a magic marker up his bottom. Who are you marrying? It's either Savile or Edmonds.
It's got to. There's only one person, isn't it?
Well, I mean, technically there's two, but I just want to make sure that we're on the same page.
Everyone's favourite light-hearted
Saturday night entertainment behemoth.
Jimmy, no, it has to be Noel, doesn't it? As much as
married. Imagine being married to Noel. It'd be great playing Teddy Addicts every night.
I mean, the guy's got a helicopter, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Deal or no deal? What box is his penis in?
Yeah. And then you get gunked.
Oh, that's just too much.
Imagine if he had a Mr. Blobby penis, it was just pink with polka dot spots.
I believe that is the case. And he's also got a very crinkly bottom.
And he loves playing tricks on people, doesn't he? So,
gotcha.
Yeah, There'd be no dull moment around Edmonds, would
There
there?
really wouldn't. I think
Only
you're
sex
absolutely right. Which means you are avoiding Mr. Savile.
What about you, Jimmy? Who are you banging?
I'm avoiding Savile. I think it's for the best all rounds. So it's a straight up between Harris and Edmonds, isn't it? I think I'd like long-term security of Edmonds as well, so I'm marrying that hairy bastard. And
do you reckon as you're walking down the aisle, Savile's there just with tears streaming down his face?
Come and see what you could have won, but no, that's Barrymore.
Oh yeah,
no, it wasn't. That was Bullseye, wasn't it? Oh, God, we're back to fucking Bullseye. Those two sexists again. All right, let's move away. Margaret, there is your answer. We're all avoiding. Well, myself and Della are avoiding Savile, marrying Edmonds, and snogging Harrison. Phil is similar, but incorrectly wrong. All right, let's go to. He keeps writing in, and I'm going to ask his question this week. Is Kieran digestive? And he says, finish the rhyme in the voice of Sean Connery. Now, as we know, our learned colleague, Mr. Philip Boom Boom Reynolds,
boom boom boom.
I watched Untouchables the other week.
does one of the greatest Sean Connery impressions known to mankind.
Your accent must be on point.
You've had another year to get it right and hone it to absolute perfection. So, Kieran wants to finish this rhyme off in the voice of Sean Connery. So, you ready, Phil?
I'll try.
The rhyme is: Peter Piper got out his viper, eating his curds and chili. Along came a... Finish that rhyme.
Say it again.
So Peter Piper got out his viper, eating his curds and chili. Along came a... Carry on. So like Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet eating the curds and whey. Along came a spider, sat down beside her, frightened Miss Muffet away. No. Peter Piper gets out his viper, eating his curds and chili. Along came a... So we can have the words first, and then we'll do it with the accents secondary. So finish that rhyme. Adele, you can get thinking. You've got a chance to steal, Dello family, so get conferring.
Along came a spider.
We're still going spider, traditional,
Along came a spider. And what am I writing it with chili?
Well, it does seem that you've got to end it with chili. Along came a spider that came up inside her with his massively 2 foot.
So I say 2 more lines after that.
Oh, that is the traditional flow.
Right. So along came a spider.
Popped his cock right inside her. It's lucky he's born with 2 willies.
That's a good one.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's Jim's one.
Do you want to take that one with a Sean Connery accent?
Yeah.
So Peter Piper got out his viper, eating his curds and chili. Just get that bit down, just to get the accent going. Yeah. Along came a spider, popped his cock right inside her. It's lucky he's born with 2 willies. Okay. Let's have it with a bit of Sean, please.
I've got to warm up first because
Me.
he come to the morgue.
I mean, it is like watching like Nina Conti, all the greats.
So along came a spider. Yeah.
Yeah.
Along came a spider. What's the next bit?
Popped his cock right inside her.
Popped his cock right inside her.
It's lucky he's born with 2 willies.
It's lucky he was born with 2 willies.
So Peter Piper got out his viper, eating his curds. Peter Piper got out his viper, eating his curds and chili. Along came a spider and stuck his cock right inside her. It's lucky he's born with 2 willies.
It was all right.
It's not quite in your territory. Do you want to just give us a final?
I've done it. I know.
Final, Sean. Are you having a good time, Sean?
Oh, having a great time.
And that's one for all the kids. Del, I won't ask you for the Sean Connery if you don't wish to, but have you got a finishing rhyme?
Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah,
so just to set it up, I'll give you the feed line.
I want the Sean Connery one.
Peter Piper got out his viper, eating his curds and chili. Along came a lion
called Fantastic Ryan. And wore a nice dress that was frilly.
See, that's
right in the Sean Connery verse.
Okay, I've got to remember what I said now. I'm fucking my short-term memory.
Along came a lion whose name was Fantastic Brian. Who was wearing a dress that was frilly or something.
Along came a lion named Fantastic Ryan. whose dress
was nice and frilly.
Nice and frilly. There you go.
It's lovely. I mean, let's be honest, it was all just for you. Really,
it was.
Phil.
Yeah.
People need to hear a Sean Connery impression from you.
It's all for you, Phil.
It's beautiful stuff.
So
there are other. Letters and emails in here, but because we are limited on time, what I want to do is again just call out a few of the people that we won't be able to answer the letters from. So I've compiled a list of the guys that continue to write in, continue to pay us homage.
Keep writing in, peeps.
We just can't get to you. So
we love you.
Bill Payer, Tsunami, Kenny Todgers, Jimmy Bollard, J-Lord, obviously, Rich T. Biscuits, Kenny Dogleash is always writing in, as is his friend Harry Canine, and Emil Husky, Jaffa Benitez, Hobnobby Solano, and Pegbysaurus. They're all big
football related.
They're all big fans. I mean, there's a few boxing fans as well. Bruno Mars Bars, Ricky Hardon, Ricky Hat On, Ricky Hat Off, Ricky Hat Half On, and Ricky Hat on his knob. They're all there. Ricky got all sticky after he had a quickie. Prince Nazim, Ham and Cheese Toasty. There's all manner of them. Chris Ewank, Nigel Bendover, Lennox Poopis, Deontay Toilet Face, and Tyson Furry Nuts. They're all big fans of the pod, and we thank you for writing into us. Please do keep the letters coming in.
Strong for them.
But for now, that is your dip into the letters and emails. So there you go, gentlemen. Lovely. And that, I'm afraid to say, is our time.
Oh, no.
Are we going to do the random generator?
It is indeed, yeah, absolutely. So just to wrap up, obviously, boxing done, dusted. I reckon we give it to us just on points. But yeah, check out the Spotify playlist. We'll add the 10 songs that we've determined from all of those that we mentioned deserve to be up on the playlist. And then, we've got to generate the next topic. So we've got the picker wheel ready to go. Let me turn the volume up so people can hear it rotating.
It gets exciting when you hear the wheel.
So here it comes. I'm going to set the wheel off and see what we get. There it spins. And... unbelievable. The quality is... Can you imagine if it was? Drinks.
Oh,
the subject is drinks. Are we happy with drinks?
Yeah. Well, any drinks.
I mean, we could go down alcoholic, we can go soft, hard. We can go, gives us a bit of scope, I think, to play
should we do a special we've all got to drink that one?
Oh, I think that's probably a
bring our
favourite tipple.
We've got to take shots.
We have to invent a cocktail for the evening.
Okay.
And
sup
on it. And not faulty, just drunk.
Oh, that could be
That's
good.
what it's going to be called, that episode. Not faulty, just drunk.
Yeah.
Does drinks. Yeah? Happy with that? Drinks?
Yeah,
we'll do drinks.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Like it.
So we've got a couple of weeks to revise the arse out of that topic, and we will be back, ladies and jelly beans, with drinks. But until then, take care, Blankers. Bye-bye.
See you later.
See you guys.